The Battle of Verdun was one of the largest offensives ever planned on the Western Front. German High Command planned to end the war, at least the static warfare, by breaking from their current positions past Verdun into Paris, thereby, they thought, removing the French from the war. But it was never to be. One of the largest offensives ever planned never happened. February 21st, 1916, at 700 hours GMT, General Military Time. It never happened. But what did happen was fire. No one knows why fire came to the earth and laid waste to it. Some say it was God's wrath finally hitting the earth after he decided humanity was no longer worth protecting. Others say, mostly surviving scientists, that a solar flare hit the earth. It was going in that direction and we just happened to be in the way. But most go with the Bible in that it was said. Peter 3:10, but the day of the Lord will come as unexpectedly as a thief. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise, and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire, and the earth and everything on it will be found to deserve judgment. The elements did move. The heavens, the clouds, the skies, everything did move as fire came in. Paris burned and did something that the Germans never could. It was set aflame. Most of its population, if not all, were dead in the first few seconds. London did barely any better. The water dried up as soon as the fires hit, and only those underground survived the first few seconds if they were deep enough. If you happened to be in a lake at that time, the water just disappeared all around you. In America, the water just disappeared and you were left on dry rock in the middle of what used to be a lake. If you happened to be on the front line in the Middle East, such as the soldier, you were burned alive, and your fossilized remains could never be removed and buried. Those who survived the first seconds and the first few days became migrants, traveling from place to place. Some say it's a sick joke that God was forcing the world to do what the Jewish people did in the time of Moses, wandering the desert for an untold amount of time. And some did. Others found that whatever they could do, they tried. No one knows why the fires happened. All that is known is that while the fires erupted behind your back, you walked forward. But one man walked forward and was looking back. His name was Sergeant Frederick Herman, sergeant in the Stormtrooper Corps, or rather battalion at the time, the German Army planned offensive of Verdun. And he, with survivors, would go on. This is the second part of the lore series. Again, if you did not read the disclaimer, this is only for entertainment purposes. No religious, political, or ideological views should be taken from this. It is purely for the entertainment of those who wish to watch. The next video will occur when enough information has been written. And until then, see what happens.